Welcome back to another episode of Let It Be Sustainable. I'm sorry for being away for so long. I got a lot of things running in the background that I have to get into place for the channel. So I've been taking a lot of time to do that, and I've also been running the profitable farming group on Facebook, and I became the sole administrator to the group, and the group is getting a little bigger and more than I can manage at the moment. So for the moment, I've been a little bit busy to say the least. But anyway, getting back to the growing season and growing dahlias, and I'm going to start zinnias and a few other flowers that I want to get start creating, doing my own crosses with, so that I can better understand the color genetics as I work with dahlias, using other flowers in the same color category in order to better understand how I can work my way through the color rainbow of dahlias, because dahlia genetics are really random. It's it's like potluck. So if I can stay within the color spectrum that I want to achieve, I want to start working with that. So a couple of days ago, I started a few seeds, both from last season and the season before. So I wanted to see if those seeds were still viable after holding on to them for 2 years. So I start them in Ziploc bags with a damp cloth, a tissue, or a dry wipe, and make sure the moisture level is about 40%. Not enough for them to rot, but enough for them to sprout. And once they sprout, I transfer them into these little grow bags. You can get them on Amazon. These are like 3.1 by 3.9. They're biodegradable. I mean, I only think they last a season. And once they grow in here, I can transplant them into a bigger grow bag so they can grow on. These are just for the seedlings. The other ones that I have dormant will go out, but those are already in 5 and 7 gallon grow bags. So those tubers will have to be the soil removed and cut and divided. And then I'm only going to put 1 or 2 tubers, depending on the size gallon grow bag that they're in, back in, so they can produce more tubers and grow to their full potential. Because you can't have too many tubers in one bag, or else it just crowds it out and the tubers don't grow right. The other tubers I'll just either give away or sell them off, depending on how they overwintered. Now let's get back to this video as far as placing the seeds that I grew in Ziplocs into the little grow bags. And here they are. Let me switch over. These are Boom Boom Dahlia seeds that were collected in 2022. And if you look closely, I don't know if the camera would allow you to see, but there is a little root right there. I don't know if you can see that, or if the camera will allow you to see it. Let me see if I can zoom up a little better. Yeah, maybe you can see it. I don't know if it'll show up, but it's there. So that I'm going to remove from that little damp cloth and put it into, these little grow bags. And I'm going to start doing that now, and I will get back to you. Here you can get a better, closer shot of what I'm talking about. See those seeds with their first little roots popping out? Okay, so this particular batch right now has 13 seeds that have sprouted. More may sprout. More they may sprout. I'm going to give it a little longer, but since these already have their little tails hanging out, I'm going to move them over. And forgive the background noise. I have a little red ear sliders in a tank, and they're having a good old time. So back to transplanting these seeds into their little grow bag, and I'm using this little pointer to carefully remove the seed. I'm trying not to break this seed. It's kind of hard to do this one-handed, but you know what? I'll get back to you guys. Let me do this and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I've moved all of the ones that had a little root tail coming out. They've all been transplanted. I actually got 14. Well, actually, you know what? There's one more. See that one there? I don't know if we can focus. That's, you see that tail? You see it? Yeah. So I moved 14, and that's gonna make 15. So I moved 15 of them, and I've also labeled each bag with a permanent marker, and you have to write on the bags before you wet them, because once you wet them, it'll be impossible to label them. So I got 14 sprouted seeds from the 2022 batch. Okay, all 15 have been moved and properly labeled, and these are from the 2022 collection. These seeds are now 2 years old, and they've sprouted. So it goes to show you. And I didn't do anything special to save the seeds. I just put them in a little container and stuck them in the cabinet. Nothing special. And yet these were able to sprout just fine. Now, these have not sprouted. Wait, is there one more? Wait, correction, there's 16. Let's go in there. Everything, just as I think I'm done, there's another one. Okay, so Boom Boom has 16 sprouted seeds. So let's get that one into a grow bag, and I'll be back. So I was able to get 18 of the Boom Boom seedlings. I thought it was 16, but on further inspection, and when you look closely, I found 18 sprouted seedlings. Now, doesn't mean that every one of these seedlings is going to turn out to be a fantastic, beautiful dahlia. No, we still have to evaluate the seedlings. I don't know if they are going to continue to grow. Maybe they'll get stunted. Maybe they'll get diseased. Who knows what will happen? But 18 gives me a better chance of having a few of them survive. And out of those, I will continue to evaluate them on their bloom and their color and their form and their growth habit and stem length. I mean, stem length is important, especially if you're going to grow for the flower market. And that's my intention, to grow flowers for those who are in the flower bouquet business, because that's the point of it all. I am not here to cater for the show and a proven winner. That's not the case. The case is to come out with some beautiful colored dahlias for bouquets. Something with long stems, something with an upright flower. It has to be facing the right way. Clock facing doesn't work, facing down doesn't work, but facing up is the ideal way I want the flowers to go. Now, for the next one is Mystic Sparkler, and out of that batch of seeds from 2022, I only got 7 so far to sprout. I don't know if the rest of these are going to sprout. I started to sprout them on, you can see the date, March 6th. And today is what, the 9th. So they sprouted. You know, they got them little root tails on them. I don't know if you can see that, but they're there. They're there. So I already counted the amount of bags and wrote the name on the bag, because I'm telling you, you will forget what you put in these bags if you don't label them. I can't stress how important that is. Now, the reason I'm hoping these 7 survive is this Mystic Sparkler is a dahlia that has dark burgundy leaves. And that's a trait I would like to introduce into my line, because I think that you can use the greenery in bouquets as well, not just the flower. In this case, it has deep burgundy leaves. I think that would look fabulous against in a bouquet. So I'm hoping that these do carry that same genetic makeup as her parent, the mother plant. And another reason is because I lost the tuber. I lost the tuber in 2022. It was devoured by one of those corn borers. That's the first time I figured out I had a problem with them. So I didn't know how to deal with it. And unfortunately, I lost Mystic Sparkler. I am going to put a picture of the flower in this video. And I'm going to also list the name of the breeder that introduced it, because you know what? You got to give it quick credit where credit is due. It is a fantastic dahlia. And I want to save some genetics. I can't get the tuber anymore. I don't know where I can get it other than having it shipped in. But I did save some seeds. So I'm going to pot those up in the little grow bags. I'm hoping that they will carry that dark gene. And we'll see. You know, I will keep you posted on how this goes. And I'm going to continue with the moving of the seeds. I'll be back. Okay, so I finished transplanting all those sprouted seeds into their little bags, into these totes. And here they will stay until they get a little bigger. This tote is pretty empty, but I have more seeds that I have to transfer into these little bags, so I'm not done yet. I think they're about 75. I didn't count, honestly. Last count was 70. So this is it for now. I'll catch you on the next one, and I will let you know how they do with these bags. So thanks for watching. See you in the next one.